Hello, future grandmasters. Um, Today is going to be a very different video from what you've seen. I have probably just had the craziest day of my life so far. Um, it started at 5:27 a.m. when I woke up in the middle of the night and my ears started ringing. My ear is still ringing now. Like imagine you hear in the movies when a bomb explodes and your ear is ringing. That's still happening now. And I wake up and my ear is in like it feels like every 2 seconds I'm being stabbed. Like the most excruciating pain that I have ever felt in my life, aside from losing chess games, of course. And I'm just every 2 seconds, it's like pressure comes in and like stabs. Pressure comes in and only right here and on and on. So I'm sitting there in bed and miserable for 2 hours, like just nonstop. I'm trying to sleep because I have a game at 9 a.m. in the morning, and it's just just it's the most excruciating pain that I've ever felt, and it was just this feeling of hopelessness. And eventually, I'm like, okay, I have to go to the hospital. And at around like 6:30, I go to the lobby. I say, please find me a doctor. Send a doctor. They can't send a doctor, so I have to go to the hospital. So I go to the first hospital, and keep in mind, for the first like 3 hours, my ear is still in extreme pain. And again, I am not like a wuss. I have a pretty high pain tolerance. But when I tell you that this is the most extreme pain that I ever felt in my life, imagine like a literal needle, like, and you can expect it to come every 2 seconds. So then I go to the hospital, right? So I go there, and oh my, Germany is like the healthcare system in Germany is such a failure and such like the most. It is the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life. So I go there and I get there and like I say hi, like is this? And already like the first this woman is like already like giving me like attitude, like being sarcastic and rude, and I'm saying like, can I see a doctor? And she starts like saying like, okay, like you need to wait. Like I said, like, is there's an emergency doctor? Like I'm in serious pain. Like I'm worried I'm gonna go deaf. Like I've never felt this level of pain, non-stop pain for hours on end. And she's like, oh, blah blah blah, and like they won't even like give me like a doctor to see. I told her it's like an emergency. She's just and by the time like there's like three women at the front desk who are being super rude, not even like asking how to help, like zero empathy whatsoever. And eventually they're like, okay, like you can see a general doctor at 8. So I have to wait there like for an hour and 20 minutes while a needle is being fucking stuck like in my ear for the entire game. So eventually I'm like, okay, first of all, these people are so rude, so you know, not helpful at all. So I go to another hospital. I go to the hospital. I'm thinking, okay, like they're gonna help me. So I go to the hospital. I speak to this woman. She's like, okay, like we'll help you. Like, what's wrong? And she gives me a form. And then she just like, go sit over here. And I'm like, so how long? She's like, oh, I don't know. And then I sit down and she like walks away and I'm like, I look at my phone, I have no service. I see that there's an hour and 20 minutes until the game, and still I'm under excruciating pain. So I'm thinking like, how can I play the chess game? Like, how am I going to play the game? I've never like it's impossible. I slept maximum 2 hours. I'm in excruciating pain. Like I'm in absolutely no condition to play chess. So then I go back and I'm like, excuse me, like how long do I have to wait? Like I'm in extreme pain, like it's an emergency. Like I said, like what if I just go deaf? Like I can even now hear the ringing. What if something really bad happens? Like is there no one I can see? So like no, like you have to wait. And I'm like, well, how long? She says, well, the doctor is here, but they're seeing someone else. I was like, well, could you give me an estimate? She's like, I can't give an estimate. So I said, well, could it be 3 hours? She said, yes. I said, could it be two? She said, yes. She could be one. She said, yes. So I'm realizing this, and at the entire time they're being so rude, like just saying to me, like acting like it's not their job to like help people who are like sick and need of assistance. And eventually, I just leave. I'm just say to them like, so you want me to wait for 3 hours just with a chance to see someone who you don't even know? Like you can't even just check my ear. You can't like give me some advice like what to do. Like you can't give me some like something for the pain. Like no, at no point do they even like ask how to help. Like complete insanity. So then I just like leave and I go back to the hotel and I'm like talking to my second. I'm telling like I message the organizer. I say like first of all I ask, can I take a half point buy? Sometimes you can skip a game, you get a half point instead of zero. The guy replies to me and says, well, there's no half point buy. And then I realize the pairings have already been made. So I'm paired, and if I don't show up, I will forfeit, which I don't want to do, and my opponent will get a free win. And I'm laying in bed still under excruciating pain. Like it's already 3 hours of non-stop pain. Like, and then I'm like laying down and I'm in the dark, and maybe the light was making it worse. And slowly I'm feeling better. And I'm talking to my second. I'm talking to like all my, and they're all telling me, "Do not play, do not play, do not play." So I'm laying in bed and I'm like trying to muster all of my courage and strength to play this game. And eventually it gets manageable, and I become so used to the excruciating pain that I'm able to like manage it, Like some slowly I was adjusting to the extreme pain that it was at like a it was manageable. Like I could keep my eyes open and not be like yelling in agony. Like when I was in the beginning, I was literally laying in bed screaming in absolute agony. Um so basically I decided to play the game. So I play the chess game, and I have two games today. 9 a.m. on zero, like maximum 2 hours of sleep, under excruciating pain, ears ringing, absolutely dead. I go through the game, and everyone is telling me, "Don't play the game, don't return it." But I'm a fighter, so I go to the game. Thankfully, I make the game extremely, extremely simple. I don't have to like calculate, and I play actually an amazing game, a almost flawless game, technical, positional, smooth, great game. And then I'm like, fuck, like I still haven't slept. I have a second game today. And then I nap maybe for like an hour. And I wake up 15 minutes after my second game has started. So I call my second. I'm like, what do I play? What do I do? Like I'm 15 minutes late to the game already. I just say, okay, and the guy says, okay, he just tells me the first move. He says he plays E4. I'm like, okay, I'll play C6. So no preparation, no checking the games, blah blah blah. Just literally E4 C6 done. Like that's preparation. So I run to the game. I'm like 10 minutes on my clock. And I sit down and I'm like, holy shit, like I'm so dead. I'm like, why am I playing chess? Why am I like inducing such a level of suffering? So then I sit down and I play a beautiful game and I win. Actually, an extremely high quality game. And I think, despite the absolute misery that I have gone through today, despite like the agonizing, insane pain, I basically went to the first game. I took two ibuprofen. The organizers, I should say thank you to the organizers for providing me ibuprofen and also providing me with a cold pack. I basically put the cold pack on my ear, and I honestly think that like the pain was so bad, and I was in such agony that as a defense mechanism, like my body just numbed it. I think that my brain recognized that I had to win this fucking chess game, and in order to win, I had to just numb the extreme pain in this ear. So thankfully, my brain and the adrenaline, and it was just activating like competitive fucking drive overload, gave me the power, just fight. So thankfully, I'm 3 out of 3. I've won all 3 games. Everything's fucking amazing. I'm still not sleeping, completely dead, starving, and well, of course, the ear, this ringing is not going to go away. Hopefully, when I sleep, it'll go away. At least the excruciating pain. So again, the 2 games I made sure to play an extremely positional, technical style. I did not want to calculate a single variation. I just want to, intuition, maneuvers, blah blah blah. Thankfully, I win. So this is very good. I'm gaining good rating. I'm doing well. It's funny that I literally was like going to leave the tournament. Of course, it's impossible to play chess when you're being stabbed in your ear and you haven't slept at all. So again, this should show you guys that in this journey towards a champion, I am not stopping. I am the ultimate fighter, and I don't care if I have no sleep. I don't care what physical pain or emotional pain I am under. I am going to play chess and I'm going to perform at my best level, no matter what. So this is a lesson. This is character building. That sometimes pain and suffering is a blessing in disguise. So to all you future grandmasters watching, actually, my third round opponent was a fan of the series. So shout out to my opponent. He said he was inspired by the series. So I can see that this series is showing you guys that if you work hard and you embrace the suffering, that anything is possible. So now I'm gonna go enjoy a nice Michelin meal to help my body recover, and let's continue on the journey and let's win this tournament. I'll see you guys tomorrow.